I realized that I didn't have the discipline. I didn't have the consistency. I work a 9 to 5. I don't have time to be literally cooking each and every single day, baby. I don't got time to do that. It's not about how big, how thin, how skinny, how thick, whatever. It's not about that. It's about here.
You should just know, babe. You should just know. I've been thinking about it, praying for the week and making run away. Looking for reasons for me to skip a play. Sorry if the words I say they cut you deep. I ain't trying to do something that I don't mean. I say I'm done, I'm leaving, and you say don't run.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Kgopotjo on your phone. Click down below and make your girl known. Okay, I'm really excited to be talking about my 75 hard experience because I actually got a DM from one of my TikTok followers talking about how they would love to know more about the experience and how I went about it and how you can set yourself for success, basically. So if you are interested in such a video, make sure that you watch it till the end, because I really do believe that what I'm going to be sharing will be able to assist you to not only succeed but to actually continue with the lifestyle, because the whole point of actually doing this, isn't it, to make it a lifestyle, right? You want to change your life. You want to change for the better, not only physically but mentally, emotionally, and intellectually, to be honest. So let's get straight into this video. You have 5 rules for the 75 hard challenge. 1 is you need to drink a gallon of water every single day for 75 days. 2, you need to work out 45 minutes, an outdoor workout. 3, 45 minutes indoor workout. You can decide to actually combine these 2, which is the 45 outside, but you need to make sure that 45 minutes of your workout needs to be an outdoor workout. So you need to be outside, okay? And then 4, you need to read 10 pages of a non-fictional book. So I'm not talking about your novels. I'm talking about mostly like your self-help books that will challenge you in how you think and how you view certain perspectives. I'm going to be sharing with you guys the books that I was able to read throughout my 75 hard. In total, I was able to actually read 7 books in that 2.5 months, which is crazy, but you can be able to do it as well. The last part is you need to take a progress picture of yourself each and every single day. And to be honest, the way I went about it is I was doing screenshots of my progress for my Apple Watch progress. Let me actually be practical about what I'm talking about. So for example, each and every single day, I have an accountability group that I have created for people that want to be accountable to each other for working out or for whatever reason that they want to do. So each and every single night, I would send a screenshot and I would post this in the group to show that I've done my work and I was able to succeed for my 75 hard. So how do you succeed, right? What is your why? That is the reason. You start there. Why are you doing 75 hard? Are you doing it because it's a trend in the fitness, industry? Are you doing it because you just saw your friend doing it? Because if you don't know your why, you might actually not finish, because it is 2 months, 2.5 months of intense daily convincing yourself that, hey, I need to wake up, I need to go to the gym, I need to run, I need to go outside and do any sort of activity. So what is your why? As soon as you recognize what your why is, I promise you, you are set for success. For example, my why was I wanted to make this a lifestyle, right? Not working out twice a day necessarily so, but I wanted to learn how to make good food. The other part of 75 hard is to make sure that you stick to a specific diet. Whether you want to do a vegetarian diet, a vegan diet, or whole foods diet, you need to stick to that for those entire 75 hard days. I wanted to learn how to make food that is not only tasty but is healthy for my body, right? I wanted to be consistent. And when I tell you that as soon as I put that down, I want to learn discipline, I want to be consistent, I want to learn about making food that will benefit my health and that not only benefits my health but is also tasty. Because one thing about me, I'm not about to go ahead and live a food lifestyle that is full of like bland food. I'm sorry, I need seasoning. I need something to taste good for me to be able to sustain it, and which I was able to do. Actually, if you follow me on Instagram, you will see that the content that I've been posting, especially my food content, you'll get to see that the food, yes, you get your broccolis, your green beans, and your whatever, your basic losing weight type of food, but I've also been trying out different recipes that are beneficial to my health and to my body. That's what I wanted, to stay consistent in the gym, to be disciplined, to learn about food. That was my why, and then we went straight into it. I started my journey in May, and I just recently finished it right now in July, the 25th of July 2025. And when I tell you the benefits that you get from 75 hard is insane. I knew instantly that I wanted to continue, especially with the habit of reading 10 pages per day, right, of a book. I learned so much. One thing about me, I am trying to learn different perspectives when it comes to like spiritual books, when it comes to mental health books, when it comes to financial books. I'm actually currently in my financial section of my reading of the books. That's what I'm reading. I'm reading books about finances, how to acquire wealth, how to work towards your millionaire status. And to be honest, that 10 pages per day has completely transformed the way I read my books. I've always been that person that would read books, but I've never really usually completed the books, right? I was one person that would read the book but never complete it. The only book that I remember completing last year was The Atomic Habits, and because I really was interested to read that book, right? But the other books that I actually got, I wasn't able to complete because I didn't have the desire, I didn't have the drive, I didn't have the motivation to actually to read. But I realized that I didn't have the discipline, I didn't have the consistency to want to be able to read and to learn. That's one skill and that's one habit that I said I wanted to continue throughout, and I've done exactly that. So I'm going to share with you guys the books that I've been reading, just so that you can have an idea of the non-fictional books that you can go ahead and purchase for yourself, or you can just ask your friends around for any ebooks that they may have access to. As long as it is a non-fictional book, I promise you this habit is going to transform the way you see, the way you behave, the way you view the world. The books that I read assisted me with how I get to control my emotions, how I get to kind of manifest the life that I want, what I need to do to manifest that life, what I need to do to stay consistent and disciplined. Let's get straight into me sharing with you the books that I read throughout my 75 hard challenge. So these are the books that I was able to read throughout the 75 hard challenge. These are spiritual books. You can see this one is by T.D. Jakes, and this one is by Sarah Jakes, and this is the financial part of the book that I was talking about. So the rest of them talk about emotions and all of that good stuff. This is my current read. My current read is The Millionaire Next Door. I can already tell that I'm gonna fall in love with this book because the introduction just got to me, right? Because the aim is to acquire millionaire status. The aim is to break generational curses and actually tap into generational wealth. I don't know about you, but that is the aim for me, right? So those are the habits that I have decided that I'm going to continue with, especially also with like consistently going to the gym. I told myself that I needed to at least go to the gym 5 to 6 days a week, because one thing about 75 hard, you don't get any rest days, right? You have to consistently go to the gym twice a day or work out twice a day for 75 days. So I'm at a point right now where I'm actually learning to rest. You need to learn to rest sometimes, because you can get so used to the grind, doing this, being productive, that you actually forget to rest. So that's where I'm at. I'm learning how to, you know, just rest and be like, listen, you've got the things that you needed to do for the week. You are allowed to rest. The same way God worked from Monday to Saturday and then rested on Sunday. That's where I'm trying to be, okay? Who can do this challenge? I always say that this challenge is not about how fit you are. It's not about how big, how thin, how skinny, how thick, whatever. It's not about that. It's about here. That's how you succeed. I've met a lot of people that are skinnier than me but didn't finish 75 hard. I've met a lot of people that are thicker than me but have actually finished 75 hard. So it has nothing to do with your weight, but it has everything to do with your mental mindset, okay? Right here. Once you have one here, that's why I started with telling you what is your why. Once you know your why, I'm telling you, everything else is gonna make sense. And more than anything, prepare, right? Do your meal preps. If you know that you are very busy, for example, I work a 9 to 5. I don't have time to be literally cooking each and every single day, baby. I don't got time to do that. So my Sundays are usually my meal prep days, and I prepared usually for like half a week and then the rest of the other week, so that I can be able to actually digest the food that I was having. Preparation is everything. You cannot go into your week blank. Like, I know that my Virgin Active app shows the classes that I can go to. You know, I knew that Monday I would walk, Thursday I would walk, and then on top of that, I would add like functional workouts, upper body, You need to plan your fitness. You need to plan. You have to have a nutrition plan. You need to meal prep. You need to know which book you're going to read. Most of these books that I got them from my cousin. Some of them are mine, but most of them I got them from my cousin, because I knew that, okay, I needed at least 5 books that I have access to, that I'm gonna be reading, so that when you're done, and trust me, you're gonna be done. For example, this book, I was finished with it for like less than a week. It was a birthday gift from my best friend, by the way. In less than a week, I was done. And you don't want to be fidgeting and be like, oh, what do I read? No, prepare yourself before you get into this challenge. I didn't want to make this a lengthy video. I just wanted to share with you guys my experience. If you do want like an in-depth, like what I ate, what fitness workouts I did, how I really went about 75 hard, make sure that you comment down below. But I just wanted to respond because this was requested from my TikTok follower, simply asking how was my experience, what do you need to do. But this is just the starter pack of the challenge, right? It's just the rules, the laying down of the rules, and what you can do to go about it. But if you really want an in-depth video, let me know. Comment down below. Let's open the plug on your phone. Click down below and make sure that you make your girl known. Okay? Click down below. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, honey. Again, that's why I'm wearing red, so that you can subscribe. Anyway, cheers, bye, have a good day, have a blessed day. You can do it. I believe in you. You are stronger than you think. Trust me. I never thought I would finish this challenge, bro, but you are stronger than you think. Preparation, plan, prepare and plan, and you will succeed. All right, see you guys in my next video. Until next time, bye.